So guys, the festive season is approaching. We got Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all the days, lots of great opportunities to get some good deals on tech gifts. So I thought I'd share a little roundup of dope tech I've enjoyed this year to maybe help you guys narrow things down a little bit. Let's ramble.
Hold up, place go wild when I pull up. They all on me like it wants some.
Hey, what's up guys? It's great to see you all again, and if you're new here, I'm Patrick and this is where I ramble about tech and other stuff. So these first two products are by Ugreen, and if you're a channel regular, you already know I'm a big fan of Ugreens as the value for money is always on point. One of these has earned a permanent spot on my main desk. The other one has a permanent spot in my tech travel pouch. Definitely a favorite desk accessory of 2023 for me is this Ugreen Nexode 100 watts MagSafe charger. It sits right below my Apple Studio display, where it is mainly used as a MagSafe charger for my phone at the original 15 watts MagSafe charging capacity. And that's important because it means it charges it just as fast as the original one. I love that the base is so nice and heavy, so getting the phone on and off the charger is definitely a one-handed operation whereby the charger stays in place nicely. I also love the fact that the angle of the actual charging pad can be adjusted, so I can angle my iPhone just right for me to see and use it as it charges, but the adjustability also means that I can charge something like my AirPods Pro. In fact, this charger can charge 4 devices at once, like my phone, my laptop, my tablet, and my AirPods, and the fact that I have these 3 ports available right here on my desk to quickly top up any device is just super convenient. And it's no slouch either. For example, if I connect my MacBook Air to the 100 watts port with the other ports not in use, it will charge it to 50% in like half an hour. Now, living in my tech pouch is this Ugreen Revo Dock 9-in-1 hub. I mean, I'm sure you've all been in this situation as well, where you have to give a presentation or you need to hook up your computer somewhere that isn't your house or your office, only to find out that they don't have the right plugs or ports available. I'm not leaving any of that to chance anymore, and I've always made sure that I have a solid portable dock in my bag. The Revo Dock is great. It's got all the ports you could possibly need. It's got USB-A, it's got USB-C, and they're all 3.2 Gen 2 ports at 10 gigabits per second. It also has slots for your SD cards, both micro and normal SD card, and it even has an Ethernet port so you can be sure of a solid internet connection if you don't want to risk being on some unstable guest network. It has 100 watts power delivery so you can keep charging your computer, and you can use the HDMI port to hook it up to any external monitor or even a projector at 4K 60 Hz. If you ask me, everyone should be carrying one of these in their bags. Speaking of things everybody should be carrying in their bags, here's another one of my absolute favorites, the Kushu X40 3-in-1 foldable charger. I've shown this thing in at least 2 of my videos, but I can't in good conscience do a list like this and not include it. I mean, look how small it is when it's folded up, but when you unfold it, it turns into the perfect travel charger that can charge my iPhone, my Apple Watch, and my AirPods at the same time. I love that this has a bit of heft to it so it doesn't slip and slide all over the table whenever you want to grab your phone or something. And when you're done charging your stuff, you just fold it down like that and slip it into your bag or pocket. Now, of course, this thing does need to be powered, but all it takes is a single USB-C cable and a good charger. It comes in a variety of colors, and I know these are on sale during Black Friday, so definitely check the link in the description if you want to pick one up for yourself. Now, moving from convenience and productivity to quite the opposite. This thing is a total time sink, but it is so much fun. When I left university, I kind of gave up on gaming, but recently with all these cool new handhelds coming out, I thought it might be a fun way to relax, so I decided to pick up the Asus ROG Ally. Maybe that wasn't the best idea because unfortunately, as it turns out, I still love gaming. Kidding aside though, this really is an impressive piece of kit. Not only do PC games look really amazing on the beautiful Full HD 120Hz display, this thing actually runs a full version of Windows 11, so you can hook it up to a monitor and some peripherals and you've got yourself a desktop gaming setup as well. Now obviously it won't run the newest games on ultra high settings, but you can totally play like an online game of Valorant, no problem at all. I can highly recommend one of these if you're in the market for a handheld, and I'm kind of excited to see how these things will develop over the next few years. Now, of course, storage on these devices and all of our other devices for that matter will be limited, and that is why this next item is also an absolute staple in my tech bag. This is currently my favorite external SSD drive. The design is a bit of an acquired taste. Mondrian may not be for everyone, but what is for everyone is the insane speeds this thing delivers. These things deliver up to 3,000 megabytes per second, I kid you not, and that means I can literally edit my heavy 4K video timelines straight off this drive. The files never even touch the internal storage of my computer. Needless to say that these will also be more than fast enough for gaming or any other demanding tasks. They're not the cheapest drives out there, but I promise you, once you've used one of these, it's really hard to go back to something like a Samsung T7. Next on the list are two really interesting little cameras. Now, if you're not into cameras, feel free to skip ahead, but if you are, you're in for a treat. Candao is a brand that has been doing some really interesting stuff lately. I did a video not too long ago about their all-in-one video conferencing system. Feel free to check that out if you're interested. Anyway, the good folks at Candao were kind enough to send me their new 360 action camera called the QCam 3, and this is so much fun to use. You can get shots a regular camera definitely can't, and the image quality is actually outstanding. Let me just take these lens caps off. So the two fisheye lenses both offer a field of view of a little over 180 degrees. It then stitches those two images together to get a full spherical 360-degree field of view, which means you can literally film everything around you and then worry about the framing later. You don't have to worry about what you're pointing it at, it will just shoot everything, and later on in editing, you pick what you want to see. What is cool about this camera in particular, compared to some of the other 360 cameras out there, is that it has 4 microphones built in on each side, which makes it possible to record spatial audio to go with that 360-degree video. It comes with this invisible selfie stick, it's waterproof, it's great in low light, and all of that at a very competitive price. Now, I don't usually name prices in my videos, and the reason for that is because they tend to fluctuate, but of course there will be links to this camera and all the other products you see in the video in the description down below, so you can check the current prices and of course any Black Friday or Cyber Monday deals for yourself. Now, this next little camera I'm sure you've seen on one of the tech channels. I mean, it is so popular, it's hard to miss, and for good reason, because this DJI Pocket 3 can do so much and it's so convenient that it just had to be on my list. Imagine a 1-inch sensor inside a drone gimbal mounted on a small body like this with a built-in screen. I'm pretty sure that is the perfect vlogging camera. Image quality is out of this world. You can say bye-bye to shaky footage because this entire camera literally is a gimbal. And because of the 1-inch sensor, which is a lot larger than your phone and even most action cameras, it is also much better in low light situations. But my absolute favorite feature has got to be activating the camera by flipping the screen. So satisfying. Now, if you're looking for one of the most interesting ways to view the videos you shoot on those things, I suggest you give these Nreal Air glasses a try. These AR glasses translate pretty much any device with a USB-C port into a massive movie screen. There's so many things you can do with this. You can hook it up to your Nintendo Switch and play your games, or to the Asus ROG, of course. You can connect it to your laptop and get up to 3 virtual external displays around you to work on. And now that the iPhone has USB-C, you can even hook it up to that. If you own an Android device, you can take it a step further, download the Nebula app, and use the full AR functionality as well. This thing has been an absolute game changer for me in terms of traveling. Bringing your own movie theater on a plane with you definitely hits different. I think there's a new model out right now, I'm not sure, but I'll drop a link in the description. And lastly, if you use your laptop to do a lot of video calls, do yourself a favor and pick up one of these. This is the Tadpole. It's Opal's newest webcam. You may remember them from the Opal C1, which is the webcam both MKBHD and Casey Neistat invested in. This is basically its tiny little brother. It is so small that I can just toss it in my tech pouch and take it with me, but the image quality it delivers is leaps better than the one produced by the built-in webcam on a MacBook or a PC, because let's face it, those aren't really good. I did do a full review on this thing a couple weeks back, so definitely check that out in case you want to know more about this little gem. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this little tech roundup. If you did, please give it one of these. It really does go a long way. Subscribe for more content. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for some links to videos you might also want to watch.